A lot of talk about war nowadays, World War III. Some people say, well, it could be World War III and then World War IV will be the final war. Let me read a few things to you and then conclude with always the consultation of Jesus Christ, which is the most important. How close are we to a world war? Some say very close, perhaps this year or in 2024. Things certainly seem to be heating up. Others say we will be on the verge or brink of a war, a nuclear war, within the next few years. Some experts dated at 2026 and on. During the Cold War era from 1947 to 1991, many of you remember that. Other young ones may remember reading about it or hearing about it from your parents, but it may be new news to you. But here's how close we were to a World War III. Several military events have been described as having come close to triggering World War III. The Korean War in 1953, just shortly after World War II. The Berlin crisis in 1961. For those living in America, you remember well the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. If you lived back then, I remember hiding underneath desks in our schoolroom. At that age, I was 7 years old, and when they would put the sirens on, they would tell us to hide under the desk in preparation. But in 1969, there was a Sino-Soviet border conflicts that really put a lot of tension, a lot more than people realize. And now we have the Russia-Ukraine war and conflict, along with everything else going on with Iran, Israel, China, United States, and on and on and on. Joshua Shifrinson, Associate Professor of International Relations with the Pardee School of Global Studies, after significant research, says we are closer than ever to World War III, and he projects it could be as close as 2026. What do I think? Quite frankly, I stand with Jesus Christ always in his words. Matthew 24:14 says the following, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come." Words that people say, well, World War III will end Earth as it knows. We know one thing. The gospel has to go to all pantata ethne, to all nations in their own linguistic tongue, their own native tongue, before the world ends. That's what I'm looking for. Now, missiologists tell us we're within 10 years of cracking that. People like Rick Warren, missiologists and others, great servants like Paul Eshelman, they're all saying that we're really close to getting the gospel out to every tribe, every nation, every linguistic group. I will tell you that we're still getting surprises. In the last couple of years, we found a new group in the Amazon jungles that no one ever knew ever lived. So we're still discovering new groups, new people groups, new languages. But regarding wars and fears, obviously our anxieties can get up, but I just want to focus on the words of Jesus. Nothing's going to end as far as this earth goes until the gospel goes out to every single person in their own native tongue.